YouTube Music has been evolving really rapidly in the last few weeks with some new changes, including the Explore tab and an updated library. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the new UI features. So let's get into it. Greetings, Aqua fam. It is Ben Aqua. Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. And I do have some new music about to drop. If you're using Spotify or YouTube Music or Apple Music, be sure to subscribe to me or follow me. It would really mean a lot to me. So let's get into this video. So first of all, you'll notice at the bottom of the app, there's a new Explore button, which takes over the old hot list. So now when you press on Explore, there's a whole new interface. It's kind of minimal at this point, but it basically shows you new albums and singles. And you can press see all, and then you can see all the latest stuff. It seems like it's kind of following the stuff that I've been listening to recently versus just being like a list of just random, all new albums and singles. So that's kind of curated, kind of algorithmic, it seems. And then when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see moods and genres. So, we're pretty used to seeing this kind of stuff in Spotify and in Apple Music and that kind of thing. So when you press see all on that, you get a list of all these different genres, including the top genres and I guess moods that YouTube Music thinks that you'll enjoy the most based on your recent listening. Asian, which is kind of hilarious, but yeah, I do listen to a lot of K-pop and J-pop, so you got me, YouTube Music. And then underneath that, you'll see some moods. It seems like they're really copying this from Spotify, but I'm not mad about it because then now they finally have it in YouTube Music. And then under that, there's a bunch of genres. So that's all pretty straightforward. And then at the top of the Explore section, you'll see there's just a button that says New Releases, which goes to that New Releases screen, shows some albums and singles. It shows some new music videos. And then the moods and genres just goes to that same menu where you see all of your genres and moods. So it's pretty straightforward. I think the moods and genres section is particularly cool, and I do like that it selects some stuff that it thinks I will like. So let's just go into these and see what happens. So in the Asian section, there's a featured set of playlists, and like I said, I've been listening to J-pop and K-pop a lot, so it definitely sensed that, and it gave me the 2 top featured playlists that I probably will actually listen to. So just tap on one of those and you'll see your list of songs. And then there's all playlists. I'm not exactly sure how these are listed. Like, are these the most famous playlists in the Asian section, or are these tailored to me? They look kind of tailored to me because I have listened to some Japanese pop punk and 90s Japanese pop punk, so maybe they know me better than I know myself. I do wish there was a way you can kind of sort the playlist within each genre or mood based on their popularity versus just the algorithmic stuff. Sometimes I want to go outside of my comfort zone or just hear some new stuff that I've never heard before. So I do like the moods and genres actually. I don't typically click on stuff like moods. I mean, the only mood I might actually click on is something like focus, if I'm reading or I want some ambient kind of droney music to listen to in the background. Future-based instrumentals is a playlist that I have listened to in the past, so it doesn't seem completely random. It definitely seems like the algorithm is working here. So the new Explore tab overall is cool. It does feel kind of basic at this point. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to keep adding to this section and the functionality here. Like it's very familiar, and it's like, what is YouTube Music going to do to separate themselves from Spotify and Apple Music, their main competitors, especially Spotify, because obviously they're taking a lot of cues from Spotify. I mean, this home screen looks pretty much exactly like Spotify, with a different font, and the algorithm is different. And of course, YouTube Music does not have podcasts, it just has music straight up. So if you're coming from Google Play Music, one thing I would love to see in the YouTube Music app is a similar functionality with the new release radio that Google Play Music has. I wish there was some type of functionality like that in YouTube Music, because I really love just being able to press play on a radio station and it kind of cycles through what the algorithm thinks I would like to hear in new releases based on my listening. I mean, there is a playlist called New Release Mix that YouTube Music has that is really awesome and, seems to do a pretty good job, but it's a little, I don't know, kind of basic for the stuff that I like. It doesn't really dig super deeply in terms of, like the more underground stuff or, these rare kind of weird things that it thinks I would like. It stays pretty safe. I was going to say you can tap on this and then press start radio for the new release mix, but there is no radio option for new release mix. Interesting. And then the other big change is with the library. So this is one of my favorite new things that YouTube Music has added. When you tap on library and then when you go down to songs, you'll see this thing that comes up that says all your songs in one place. Songs from your albums will now show up here along with your added and liked songs. Your likes can still be found in playlists. So basically what that means is, when you're searching around for an artist, let's just say you search for Ben Aqua, which you definitely should, and then you definitely should press subscribe when you go to this artist, #itme. So let's say I'm going to this artist page and I find an album that I like and I want to add this entire album to my library. Now all you have to do is tap on this plus button. It added the album to your library, and now when you go into library and tap on songs, it'll reload it, and you can see all of these songs from that album that I just added are now in your main songs tab in your library. Really, really love that, because one of my favorite things to do is shuffle all of the songs in my huge library. YouTube Music has finally added that in, and I am super happy about that. But a negative of this, and I'm guessing they're gonna fix this, is you can't remove individual songs that you added from an entire album in the library. Like, there's no option here to just remove that one song. I hope that they add an option where you can just, tap on one song and then delete it after adding an entire album. It seems like that would be the basic thing for YouTube Music to do. So in the library interface, when you're in the songs tab, you still see a separate YouTube Music listing. And then there's also all of your uploads in this tab over here. And there's still no way for you to shuffle all of your songs from YouTube Music and your uploads at the same time. I hope YouTube adds that feature as well. And another change in the UI is now there's a subscriptions tab, which anytime you subscribe to an artist page, you'll see all of your subscriptions here. So it's a little confusing because there's a subscriptions tab and then there's also an artist tab, and they look very similar, like they're just this list of artists. The difference between these two, though, is artists is automatically generated based on all the stuff that you've liked or added to your library manually. So if you go to the Ben Aqua page and you see this song called Break On Through, shameless plug, you should definitely listen to this and smash that like on there as well. So when you tap on that like button, it'll add it to your favorites, and then you go into your library, and then you'll see artists, and you'll see Ben Aqua there. I liked the song. It automatically added that to the artists tab. And then if you subscribe to an artist page, you'll go into your subscriptions, and then you'll see that new artist at the top. And then you can sort by recently added or alphabetically. So it's a little confusing, artists versus subscriptions. I get it, but I kind of wish they just consolidated that into an artist tab. And, I don't really need to know which ones I've subscribed to versus which ones I liked. I think they should just call that artists and just have all of the artists that you subscribe to and that you like in one place. That seems to make a little more sense to me. And if you're wondering where your liked songs playlist is now you go into playlists, and then you'll see your likes, and that's all the stuff that you have tapped the like on. So for example, I just tapped the like on my song Break On Through, so you'll see that along with all the other stuff that you've liked. You can shuffle that, play it, whatever. I do also like that you can start a radio station based on the stuff that you've liked, so that's really cool. So those are the two main UI changes that they've done recently. I haven't gotten a rolled out UI change in the player yet, but I've been reading some news about how the player interface now has smaller artwork, and it has the shuffle and repeat buttons in the main now playing interface, which are previously up here in the up next section. So yeah, obviously I haven't gotten that update. So maybe when I get that, I'll do another video where I talk about the new interface, what I think about it. Google also announced that there's a new migration feature coming where you can easily get all of your Google Play Music stuff into YouTube Music by just tapping one thing. I haven't seen that active on my app either, but I'm eagerly waiting that, because that will take all of the likes, all of the stuff added to your library, all the stuff you added to the cloud music storage in Google Play Music. It'll take all that and automatically transmit that to YouTube Music. So yeah, YouTube Music just gets better and better. It seemed kind of basic for quite a while, almost 2 years, and then in the last few months, something happened and they're like, okay, finally it's time to kill Google Play Music off once and for all and make YouTube Music the primary music app for YouTube and Google. So those are the new features added to YouTube Music. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. I highly appreciate your support. Maybe even tap on the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.